Morning guys. This is just a quick video. One of the subscribers asked if I do a video about how I fill up water. It's going to take me a few days, maybe a week, to do this video because I don't need to fill up water every day. So when I go fill up water, I'll fill up water and then I'll wait until I need the next lot. I'm just about to go to the first one and fill up my first method. There's endless methods, but I predominantly use three methods and one emergency method. I'm going to go through them. I'm going to show you pretty much what I look for and where I fill up. So let's crack on with the first one, shall we? Alright, so this is one of the first ones I usually look for. It's usually just local garages that people store their cars in. A lot of them usually have, give or take the town, but a lot of them usually have taps with no keys. So you've got to have a key, which you can buy online. But then, these are just normal garages. And then I'll just show you. Let's tap. So, just open up my stuff. Excuse the crap. So, chuck it there for a second. Let's get these. I keep my own expanding hose pipe, so then I can reach places. So what is this? Pinch it, pop it in, free water. Now I'd just like to add, I do actually have a garage in this town. The garage I have, the tap's broken, so I am actually paying for a garage that should have a tap. So technically I should be allowed to have the water, but it's just not from the same one because that one's broken. I've asked them to fix it many times, but they haven't. So really this is included in my garage fee, because they allow it for garage tenants, but no one ever looks, no one ever uses these taps. So you yourself can just look around certain towns, any town, if they've got one. You just need a key, which you can get at most hardware shops and online, Amazon, anywhere. I've got quite a few of them just in case. And they've got all different things on them. So you've got the big square, small square, triangles, and another key. So, right, I'm just gonna let that fill up. Okay guys, right, so this is the second way I fill up water. A garage, I'm at a Shell garage, as you can see. I usually find Shell the best. I mean, there's other garages have water taps and everything, but I usually find every Shell has one. You just got to find it. I know some people have said that they use this to fill up. I don't really use that. I've never used that. I just use this. Again, I can either attach my hose to it, or I've got some 10-litre water containers for fresh water, which I'll just fill up. If I can't get close to it, then I'll just fill up. There's another Shell garage I use and I can't get close to it, so I just fill up the barrels back to the thing. I've got two of them, and I've got a collapsible 15-litre barrel, so really I can have like 35 litres if I fill them all up. I mean, I've got a 100-litre water tank, so I'd have to do it 3 times almost, but it's not too bad. I usually fill up for my diesel and the LPG, so if you tell them you're going to fill up, then they don't usually bother you when you're filling up water. They might say, oh, don't take too much, but just don't tell them. Just say, no, I'm just going to top it up. But yeah, if you want to be polite, maybe you could chuck like 50p in the machine, like when you're right next to the air machine, and you say, look, I have chucked some money in if someone comes out, and just say I'm using that tap. I mean, that's only here. Some of them are not always like that. They're not close to each other. They're usually around like the back of the car wash or somewhere like that. But yeah, so that's the second way I fill up. I just wanted to show you another tap that I found. So you don't have to just, it's not just like a shell garage that you have to look for or anything like that. It is other places that do it. So this isn't even near the water and air, but as you can see, there's one that works. So the water and air is all the way over there, so you don't actually have to, it won't actually be next to it all the time. So just make sure that you hunt around, and then you can, if you can get close to it with your vehicle and you've got a hose, then use a hose. If not, then like I say, use a barrel or whatever container you've got, and Bob's your uncle. Let's see if I can find a few more for you. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you how I actually get, it's pretty simple, but how I get the water barrels that I fill up maybe at the garage or a friend's house or wherever I can get water actually into the motorhome. So all I've got is a bit of clear tubing, little funnel on top. So what I'm going to do is, let me put that there, thread that. Yep. And that's basically it, guys. I mean, you can be neater, you can, you know, twist it around a bit, but you just open the one at the top, let it sprinkle out the bottom, go straight down there, straight into the motorhome, and then rinse and repeat. So yeah, that's how I fill it up once I've got the barrels of water. Bye. Okay guys, so you've just seen me go through a few of the places I get water from. I went to the garages, which are in a normal estate and in towns, and I went to the Shell garage, and I went to Sainsbury's garage. I get it from other garages as well. I do have a look around streets. I have found some industrial areas that have got taps. I've actually gone up to a business and said, mate, can I fill up with your tap? Not, you know, I've not done it often, but no one's said, like, you know, disappear, go away, get lost. Basically, that they're really the only ones I use. The only other two that I do use, so the only ones that I mainly use are from the Shell garage and from garages in little streets and towns. And the only other two that I do use are from a friend's house. I've got a little connector, so I can connect two hoses together. Because 9 times out of 10, most of my friends, all my friends have got a hose. If I can't get to the back of their house, then I just connect my hose to their hose, and I can get it through to the motorhome out the front or out the back, wherever I need to go. And I suppose the emergency one would be barrels of water from like Tesco's or Sainsbury's or Lidl's or Aldi's or anywhere like that, actually buying water. If needs be, then I will. It's no real bother. It'd be a pain in the arse, to be truthful, but if it has to be done, it has to be done. So I know a lot of people go to, or people say about going to churches, going to graveyards, going to here, there and everywhere else, but I've never, first and foremost, I don't want to go to a church or a graveyard to get some water. That's just creepy. That's just me, that's just creepy. But I haven't needed to. I fill up fuel quite a lot, quite an expensive amount, so at least £100 a time with my LPG. so no one really has a problem. None of the petrol stations really have a problem. And if you go to them regularly enough within the areas you're in, because I'm full time with a little area, then it's usually alright. I mean, if you're constantly on the road, then I wouldn't really worry about it. I'd just go to a Shell, and if they say no, jog on, I'll just go to the next one. But do it if you're worried about it, then ask them before you fill up, because if they say no, then say fine, I'll just go fill up somewhere else. I'll take my £100 somewhere else, don't worry about it. And then literally go somewhere else. Find somewhere else that's got a, you know, don't do it when you're on empty, do it when you're at quarter of a tank. But yeah, if you've got any questions, guys, then feel free to drop them in the comments below. I hope this helps you out finding water. If I find any more sources or anything that comes along, then I'll update you all. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions and drop your hints and tips below if you find water elsewhere and how you lot find water. Just make it a massive resource of information for everyone that wants to get on the van life and get on the motorhome life, so they can come here and have a find out where to go. Catch you later, guys.